Welcome back to RAMBOMANIA, a special trick or treat bonus episode for you today. Rambo Last Blood Villain Revealed. Possibly. Now, let's just say that for the sake of argument, that the Rambo 5 amalgamation rumor is true. Then it would pit Rambo against a human hybrid version of this creature we see here, the Homo Scimitar homotherium, another form of prehistoric saber-toothed cat. Deadly in every way, shape, or form imaginable, and it would kind of make a little more sense to have this showdown transferred from Alaska to Mexico than in the novelized format of Rambo 5 The Savage Hunter by James Byron Huggins. Because of the warmer climate, rather, because these things were in a warmer climate most of the time. And I'm liking this idea a lot, even though it possibly or probably won't even happen, but it would be very ballsy for Sly, I completely buy into it. And I'd love to see Mickey Rourke as this hybrid, So my fingers are crossed. And it is more interesting to me to make this Rambo finale, a little more sci-fi than just having him face off against the cartels. And once again, I can completely believe Rourke as the mad scientist type. Since we all loved him in Iron Man 2, it kind of cemented that for us. So, we will be covering, the Savage Hunt for you all in full. And I'm still reading it now, actually. It's called Hunter by James Byron Huggins. So we'll drop some stuff on that, clues and different plot points here and there, till we get to the actual full-length review. And that will be a big review, maybe like a 3 or 4 hour specialized review. Because we're going to leave no stone unturned. We're going to cover everything. But for now, regarding this villain of Rambo villains, the story goes that scientists and researchers unearthed this frozen intact specimen in the Arctic, and the lead scientist was testing the DNA to create a genetically modified type of super soldier. Using the prehistoric DNA, and ended up testing it on himself in the end. He then gradually transforms into this both quad and quad and bipedal creature is what I'm trying to say. And from then on in, the heads begin to roll, quite literally, as he leaves a blood-drenched path of carnage and destruction in his wake. Only one man can save the day. Rambo is brought in to track the creature. Much, I would say, out of curiosity. It's really very CSI kind of. It will really surprise you more than what you think. And it's just page after page of amazing shit after that, I highly urge you to pick up James Byron Huggins' Hunter, the novel. However, if you're lazy and you don't feel like reading it, it's a shame because it's really good. But if you can't find the time, have no fear, for we will be covering every page of it, front to back, in its entirety, from Rambo's perspective, once we reach the Savage Hunt review special. So, but by all means, don't wait for me. Don't take my word for it. Pick it up for yourself. Pick up the book for yourself. You won't be disappointed. The novel really, really, really reads like Rambo. Like, I'm telling you. Like, very First Blood indeed. You'll be brought back to, even though the book's not about Rambo, you'll be brought back to different parts of the Rambo mythos of the films. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. You don't even have to really put your mind into Rambo. You don't have to put your mind into being Rambo, because it kind of already brings you there. And they call him Hunter, and it's kind of like kind of like how in Rambo 4 they call him the Boatman. It's Rambo without saying it's Rambo, but it's very Rambo, right down to the leather tarp tunic and the survival knife. It's very, very, very First Blood. Anyway, I won't spoil too much of it now, but you can very easily see it from a time perspective of from 2008 till now, with Rambo being back home. Maybe some of the events that could have transpired in that time. It's very interesting. So, while you're at it, do some research on the Homo Scimitar, homotherium, the saber-toothed cat for yourself, the saber-toothed tiger, and it's a different form of saber-toothed tiger. And it's an amazing creature, and we'll cover more of that for you in the future as well, as the clock ticks down to the Savage Hunt. So, when we return, it's the RAMBOMANIA Halloween special. Lots and lots, so much in that special, so much crammed in there. You're going to love it. So, thank you for watching. We're going to drop a lot of names in that Halloween special, so maybe yours will be in there. So thank you for watching. You make all the difference. We'd be nothing without you, you at home. And thank you for joining us down this long road that is RAMBOMANIA. Peace out.